Hello guys and welcome to a special log today. For today's log, we are doing an unboxing of the Vital Bracelet Demon Slayer set. So this is the special set for Demon Slayer, also known as Kimetsu no Yaiba. So actually, surprise, I'm also a fan of the Demon Slayer anime and I've been looking forward to getting it. Honestly, this is a little expensive, but I didn't mind buying it because I'm a fan of Demon Slayer. Plus, as mentioned in a few videos ago, unfortunately my Vital Bracelet broke. So the reality is, those who are looking to let this unboxing video and considering buying this, the reality is it doesn't last forever. So my Vital Bracelet that I've been using, the Vital Bracelet Black, right, has gone out on me. The button just gave way. And this is not the first time it's happened. I also have the Vital Bracelet BE Digimon Special Selection Set 25th anniversary. Is this anniversary? No, it's a special selection set. The one that looks really cool, black and gold. Also had the same thing. The button was starting to get like a little unreliable and it seems like it's not gonna work. And after going through this and then this giving way, I'm down to my last Vital Bracelet, which is this. And this is still okay, but I don't know how long they'll last, and I hope that it doesn't break on me either. Because anyway, I'm just down to my last Vital Bracelet. This is the one. I made some modifications on the band because the pink obviously is super loud, so I'm not gonna go around wearing that pink one, and that's why I've been using this. But this is my last Vital Bracelet BE, guys. I've been raising Digimon on this, as seen in my latest videos. And it's still good. We still have a bigger Dramon from the last log, but it's really unnerving to have just one left, because anytime these buttons, they could go. To be fair, it could be a user issue, but I've seen a lot of people, a lot of Reddit posts, a lot of people saying that their Vital Bracelet BE buttons are just not working after a while. I guess it depends on the degree of usage and wear and tear and how careful you are when you're using it, because after all, you're wearing on your wrist, this thing gets knocked around a lot, and of course you have a lot of exercises that you're supposed to do to gain stats, and all those could contribute to, you know, some wear and tear in the design here that results in the device eventually not working. So they tend to last about a year, or sometimes even shorter if you're not careful. I'm hoping that you know, this like works like a backup, right? So if this stops working, at least I still have this, or either way. But I intend to use this because I'm gonna unbox this today, and I'm a fan of Demon Slayer. But before I continue with today's log, I just have to say, if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel, because I document every Digimon that I raise and every virtual pet that I raise, and I upload at least twice a week. And when I say I document every, I mean every. I have about 400 over videos on the original Vital Bracelet series, the older one that's older than BE, you know, the first iteration, they call it the beta test. And I also have about 200 over videos on the Vital Bracelet BE, all on Digimon content. And I have other virtual pets that I raise as well, like the Digimon Color, that I have done, and I'll also be doing on Digimon Pendulum Color. So if you're interested in virtual pets, then this is the channel for you. But if you're not, and you're just interested in Demon Slayer, I will also be covering the Demon Slayer content on the Vital Bracelet BE. I will document it, I will treat it like a virtual pet, like a better word, raising my virtual Tanjiro Kamado-kun. And yeah, I'll be raising Tanjiro, and I will document all of these characters that appear on the Demon Slayer set. I have not just ordered this, I have also ordered the second DIM, or in this case they're called BE memories, or VBMs, the second BEMemory set that features our Sound Hashira and our Flame Hashira Rengoku. So if you don't know anything, I'm not gonna spoil it, but Rengoku, respect. Definitely gonna raise him and gonna obtain him, and I'm gonna document all of that on this as well. So stay tuned. Unfortunately, while I do the unboxing now, I'm still going to have to do my content on my plan, on my chronological plan, which is to finish up my Dorumon and Ryudamon Dim for the Digimon on the Vital Bracelet series. Right after I finish it, I have about a few more logs to go and I'll be complete on the Ryudamon set. After which, I will then proceed to do my next priority, which is my Pendulum Color version 1, 2, and 3. Not in this order, I will have my own order, deciding probably something like this. And I'll finish up these guys first because I'm really excited to complete this. And then I will move back to the Vital Bracelet. But unfortunately, the Vital Bracelet, I do have a backlog of content to cover as well for Digimon. So I'll be doing the Pulsemon Dim, followed by this. And I also have some Digimon Frontier EX from the older series that I need to cover. But I might just finish this, and then I will move on to Demon Slayer because I like Demon Slayer. And I would be doing probably these BE memories using the Demon Slayer bracelet because it just looks cool. But the band is probably loud. I will do some slight modifications to it. But yeah, this looks good. I don't think I want to continue using this if I have this. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this up. Enough banter. This is a very long intro. Hope I haven't bored you yet. This is just a little bit of a OCD thing for me. I don't like to slice that tape there. I prefer to peel it off, especially if I have confidence that it doesn't damage the packaging. So here we go. And obviously on the side, let's appreciate the details a little as we go along this unboxing. The box, you can see our dear Zenitsu, and for a moment I'm blanking out. I can't remember his name, but we'll get to raise him as well. He will be featured in this dim. Yeah, so for those who are the fellow fans of Demon Slayers, you must be like, how could you not know his name? And yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. And here we have, this is how the box, the inner looks like. I think there's much. You have we have young Tanjiro here, and of course, oh, this looks really cool. Yay! Look at it. You have everyone here. You have Nezuko, you have our Water Hashira as well. Yeah, and yes, the idea is you just walk, you get new characters when you are moving it along in the adventure mode, if I'm not mistaken. Training, you get you do some training, you get stats. We'll see that when we do that later. And we also get 2-on-2 battles, right? So anyway, I think that's the one that they were saying. But okay, in the Digimon side, is providing support at the back, but I'm not sure if it's exactly 2-on-2. But it could be referring to the arena. Right, in the arena you get a 2-on-2 battle. But anyway, we'll feature some parts of the Arena app as well, because that is probably very unfamiliar for those who have not been using the Vital Bracelet. But for me, I've been using it every day. We got a manual. I'm not going to open this up. It's a very standardized manual. And if you are planning to check out a manual, I suggest scanning the QR code on the box. I think this is the one. They have a official guide on the website that is in color, which is better than using the black and white guide that's provided in this box. Sales outside Japan only. Okay, yeah, right. So apparently this has specifically for sales outside of Japan only. I wonder what's the difference. And here we have the Vital Bracelet that is special for Demon Slayer. Okay, I didn't expect this grey part because this is not apparent on the box, so you can't really tell that there's a grey. Okay, you can, but it's not so apparent here. But there's this grey strip here that's very different from the usual design that we have here, right? So this is always black, right? But this is grey. Is this something that they want to do for your, the special characters ones? Interesting. The buttons are different as well. So instead of having, pink, this is green, obviously, matching the color of the band, right? So I like that green. It's very cool. It's translucent green. The frame right? Is it apparent in the video? I can't really tell, but when I look at it with my naked eye, I can see that the frame here, you can see this frame has a very bright pink, and I think the frame at the back of the screen is also green, but it's a very dark green, so I can't really tell. This is how it looks like. I think it's cool. I think the design is cool. Actually, I didn't expect the band to look like this. I don't know, I'll have a think about it, whether this is too loud to wear. The green is very interesting. Yeah, I'll think about whether it's okay to wear this band. It's definitely a lot better than, you know, the bright hot pink that we see here on the Vital Bracelet VV, but this kind of looks acceptable. Like, you can actually wear this. I can actually wear this. If not, what I will do is I'll do a band swap. I'll just put this black over, and it'll be a lot more subtle, but I think this green is interesting. I'm starting to take a liking to it. So anyway, here, instead of having it black, they have this slightly transparent gray, so that's cool. Like, yeah, white or gray, whitish gray. Let's go ahead and boot this up, shall we? And we'll see how... Oh, the buttons. The buttons feel... Yeah, you know, they're not really standard in this feeling. I just feel like the manufacturing of these devices, it could go through some Six Sigma, man. You know, because honestly, it doesn't feel consistent. The button, even the button feel between the top and the bottom doesn't feel consistent, let alone across devices. So definitely feels different. This feels a little harder to press, and this is a little soft. So very strange. Anyway, think about it when you are considering to buy these devices. Let's turn it on. The way to turn it on is to just hold one of these buttons, and we should be able to switch on. There we go, it's booted up. So just press and hold for a few seconds and it should boot up nicely. Alright, there is nothing, it is just... okay. And then this is probably too hard. Let me just adjust the brightness a little so that you can see. But basically this is the part where we set the date, and I'll eventually have to adjust the date later, because I'm gonna switch it off after this log, after this unboxing log. But let's set it to today's date, and it's 21st March. And yeah, sure, it's actually 1 AM on my side right now. Right, I think it's around 2. Let's just set it as 2 anyway. Doesn't really matter. You can select male or female, but this is just the avatar when you don't have anything on the bracelet. So this does nothing, this is just a holding screen. But yeah, this is how it looks like. But let's take a look when you start loading a character into the Vital Bracelet. But before we do that, I'm just going to do a few things. I think the sound volume is okay on this, so I won't adjust this for the purpose of this video. But on my normal usage, I usually prefer to switch it to mute. This is the background. Let's just change the settings on this so that it's not so bright. It doesn't, so that it's not just a blur when I adjust the bright. This is much better. So this is a normal brightness setting, and I prefer it on 1. So you have a few menu status, but these don't mean anything because you don't have any characters on it yet. So you gotta load 1, and this is where this little piece comes into play, right? So we're gonna take this out. Oh no, I gotta be gentle with this. These are not very sturdy, right? So let me just pop this out nicely. I'm not gonna pull on the microchip just in case I destroy it accidentally. Here we go. So this is very important. This is where all your characters sit. And when you put this in for the first time, it will... For the Digimon side, you actually hatch an egg, and that egg will hatch a baby Digimon. But for Demon Slayer, let's see, do I hatch a baby Tanjiro? Is that how it works? So every time you insert it, there will be a waiting screen, and then it will just wait and wait for it to load. while we're waiting, let me describe, for those who are unfamiliar, for those who have been following my videos and who are familiar with Vital Bracelet series, then this is no surprise to you, right? But just additional info for those who are unfamiliar with the device itself. You can hold up to 4 characters on the device. So I'm just trying to see how it works, and you can use it cross-franchise. So I can put a Demon Slayer card in, and just like I mentioned that for the upcoming logs, like my Digimon Dims that I want to do, like Pulsemon and Digimon Adventure 02 that I plan to cover as well, I can insert these Dims into the Vital Bracelet. So this is not specific to Demon Slayer Vital Bracelet. I can actually put in Digimon Dims to raise Digimon as well. So it's versatile that way. It's very cool. I like it. Oh, look at it! It's a baby Tanjiro. We have a baby Tanjiro. We have a baby Kamado Shonen. Oh, whoa! Did he just grow into a teenager? Whoa! I didn't expect that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's his baby stage. This is his baby stage. All right. So do you see that? Oh man, I didn't document it. Okay, don't worry. I will cover it more later. But that's cool. We have Kamado Tanjiro, who is already in his teenager form. For those who have not watched Demon Slayer, but for some reason you are watching the Demon Slayer unboxing, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So I'm not going to describe at which stage this is it, but this is pretty much how you see Tanjiro in the first episode, when he was going out into the snow to get charcoal, and then something happens after that. So those who know, you know. The people who are the fans of the series, you know how the sequence of events happens subsequently and what happens to Tanjiro. But yeah, that's interesting. So they skip past. Whoa, what is that? Hang on. I'm surprised here. Okay, so if you look at the status, he's at phase 3. So phase 3 is like you're straight away at rookie. So they skip past the baby stage. I guess they didn't want the baby to be training. Like, it's just too strange to have a baby training. So they just skipped past phase 1, 2, which was the baby and that little like kid Tanjiro that we saw briefly. And we'll see that again. I will hatch a few more Tanjiros later. But interestingly, hang on, let me see. They say that the next evolution is 1 minute. So how does that work? Like 1 minute, within 1 minute I'll get it, but it's locked. So does that mean it's because I need to go on an adventure in order to unlock my... so I got to go on and defeat this before I can... so this is how it works as well. There's an adventure mode, and I guess for the characters, you have to go on the adventure to unlock more characters. And in this case, it is not about unlocking characters, but I got to move on in order for Tanjiro to evolve. So it's locked. There's no way for me to evolve because I have not completed the adventure. So this is how Tanjiro will stay if I don't clear this adventure mode. Usually on your Digimon, let me just give a sense, and if I understand this device correctly and this dim correctly, on our Digimon there are in that screen, comparatively, I have a command drum on here. I just so happen to be raising for the upcoming log. This is like the Tanjiro equivalent. He's a rookie. He's at phase 3. You can see here, there's a 3 here. And you can see his evolution options. You have a few, right? And there's, if I don't take care enough, he'll evolve into this. But for Tanjiro here, there's only one option, right? And notice here, and it is locked. That's it. So if I don't clear the adventure mode, there's no evolution that will come. He will just stay this way until I clear the adventure mode. So that's interesting. I never knew that. Let's also see the backgrounds that are available. I haven't done the custom firmware upgrade to this, so this is the only background that I can select. I like to select the background. I think it's cool. Yeah, but I will be upgrading the firmware to this. There are a lot of quality of life features in this custom firmware that we have, including like continuous training that is available. When you do that training, you can do it continuously. You can also select the multiple backgrounds. There's definitely more than this background. In that dim, you have potentially 4 to 5 different backgrounds that you can select. And there are other quality of life features that are available on the custom firmware compared to the standard firmware. So I'll be doing that. Let's see. Interesting. Can't wait to try this out, but unfortunately I have my other content to cover. So after I cover my Digimon content, I will be doing this. But let's do the standard format of my logs. So how do I document the Digimon that I raise? In this case, if you consider Kamado Tanjiro as a Digimon in rookie stage. So what do I document? Usually I document the idle animation. Let's see. That looks cool. Tanjiro looks like Tanjiro. He's very nice. Very nicely animated. Let's see his walking animation. That is usually simulated the moment it senses that the device has counted some steps and it starts walking. So that's his walking animation. We have a sleeping animation as well. I think he sleeps. There we go. This is Tanjiro sleeping. Alright, doesn't look very comfortable, unfortunately. Let's see his training animation, and we also document that. And I wonder if we can simulate the battle animation as well. So, does he do battles at this stage? Is it rookie so he can do battles? Let's try. Oh, this is training. Right, I also document the training animation. And in this case, this is his training animation. Let me just adjust the brightness a little bit. There we go. Very cute. He's doing squats. Even though it says punches, usually they share the same animation, whether it's punch or squats or crunches. They all share the same. Squats, clearly he should be doing squats, but you can see even in crunches he's doing squats as well, right? The only exercise that has a different animation would be our dash animation. So if you look at dash animation, he probably does a run. Each of these characters will have this. So yeah, he's running. Dear Tanjiro is running. It's like when he's running down on the mountain. If you shake it, you can really see that it's completing the training. Let's just do one round of training and let's see what happens. I'm obviously aware of what would happen. So if you do dash, you actually increase your BP. So what is BP? For those who are unfamiliar, there are basically 3 stats on the Vital Bracelet when you are battling enemies. Each character has HP, AP, and BP. HP is your standard health points. So the more health points that you have, the better. The characters usually have a certain base already. So in this case, Tanjiro already has 3200 HP, 4500 BP, and 950 AP. And they even tell you what are the exercises to have that bonus increase. So he has a base stat, but what we did just now on the training gives it bonus stats that increases its stats further. So Tanjiro becomes a lot stronger with these additional stats layered on top. Training in this device is not the only way to increase these stats. When you transfer Tanjiro to the app, there are other ways to increase these stats as well, which I can show you since I have a couple of items in my app that I can use. And these items can be used across your Digimon franchise or your Demon Slayer franchise as well. So whichever franchise you gain these items, you can use it across different franchises. So obviously all the items I have are all from the Digimon that I raised on the Vital Bracelet, but I can use it on my Demon Slayer set as well. So I will feature that right after I load Tanjiro into the bracelet. Let's see if I can do a battle simulation, although he's probably going to lose. But it doesn't matter because after all, it seems like it's just 1 minute. All you need is 1 minute for him to evolve. That's after I manage to unlock the next evolution. So the losing rate or the victory rate doesn't really matter in this case, right? But just take note, in evolution, there are a couple of stats to note before you can evolve. The first one is vital values. So the more vital values you have, right? So now it's 0. 0 requirements means it's easy because his vital values now are only 8. So it means that the requirements will be met because the requirements are 0. But the next one is number of battles, which is 0, so that's great. So even with 0 battles, he will evolve, or in this case, move on to a next evolution. This crown with a percentage is a victory rate. PP is a phase points. So phase points, unlike the other 3 exercises I showed just now, for BP, HP and AP, which are raised by dash, crunches and punches. You can see the icons there. Phase points is increased by doing squats. So I can just do one and you can see, right? Having done squats will increase my phase points. Phase points is a term that is used for Vital Bracelet. It's referring to the fact that you can evolve to the next evolution phase. So some evolution phases requires you to have a minimum amount of phase points in order to evolve to the next phase. Kind of makes sense, right? You need phase points to evolve to the next phase. But in this case, it was 0, but I just did it for fun anyway. So I have 1 phase point here. Not that it's actually required for Tanjiro to evolve, because the next evolution requires nothing, honestly. So it's just 1 phase point you can see here, but it doesn't really matter because the next evolution is 0. I think the real thing that I need to do here is to unlock the next evolution on the adventure mode, through the adventure mode. Yeah, let's simulate a battle. Let's see if I can do that while my camera is on. Does it work this way? You can just tap the bracelet against NFC point. But in this case, I think my phone is on video recording mode. I can't activate the NFC. So let me just pause the video here and I will see if I can simulate a battle, which Tanjiro unfortunately is bound to lose. Yeah, we managed to simulate a battle by tapping the NFC port. And here we have, he's ready for battle. And whoa, he's battling against this guy. This is the first demon that he encounters, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the one in the temple. Yeah. So he's gonna try and battle with hardly anything, and I don't think he'll win because this guy is strong. Oh, okay. Tanjiro dodged. Yeah, I will usually document a battle as well. At the side, you can see my video from the day before. I will usually document a battle. He seems to be winning though. Interesting. I'm surprised here. Oh wow, he's using his finishing attack. I don't know what he's throwing, but he's just throwing a big wave of something. And this demon is going to finish off poor Tanjiro. Are you? Oh no. Oh no, Tanjiro, come on. Okay, he's doing well. I'm surprised he's actually winning this battle. Oh, he won against the demon. Okay. Yay, very nice. He won. Okay, but it would be nice if I have actually won on the adventure mode. In this case, I simulated a battle. That doesn't really count. What I do need is to clear this in order for me to be able to do it. So meanwhile, while we work on this, what I plan to do is to also showcase how this looks on the Vital Bracelet app, so you can get a sense. So what I'm going to do is to move on to actually documenting how it looks like on the Vital Bracelet. So in order to do that, to transfer your character to the Vital Bracelet app, right, you go to connect, as you can see, and select app log link. There are a few options here, but what you want to select is app log link. When you do that, you click here and you will go into this screen where it shows touch. And what you need to do is to have the Vital Bracelet Arena app downloaded and navigate to Demon Slayer in order to transfer. So on my right side, I will be showing, as you can see, right, you navigate to the Demon Slayer app and then to go down to transfer, and tap transfer. And after you have that screen, you're going to tap on here in order to transfer Tanjiro over to the bracelet. Alright, and here we have on the app, he's transferred, we have Tanjiro on the app, and he straight away gets an ability because he's already at rookie level, or in this case they call it phase 3 level. He's able to battle. There's no baby mode here, so that's very interesting. As you can see, when you first enter the app, they already give you Tanjiro Kamado in that phase 3 mode, and Nezuko as well in that phase 3 mode, but these are test characters. There is no information on them aside from the fact that they are just there for you to try out the app if you are interested. So it's a trial character, but you're not able to transfer it out, it's just there. Okay, and if you look at it, there is another part of the app that is very interesting. So before we talk about items, stats, and the items that you can use, you can actually go to Codex. I like that a lot because this is where you capture all the information of the virtual pets, or in this case the characters that you unlock. In this case we have Tanjiro here. Obviously there are other characters that can be filled in, so they didn't showcase the baby, but on the left panel you can see that I'm just going through a loop of trying to load more and more of these Tanjiro, because the more you insert, the more there will be. It's very interesting that you are able to load more characters here. As you can see, Tanjiro here is able to evolve within 1 minute or move to the next phase if I'm able to clear that adventure and unlock that mode. Usually what I document here is also the other types of profiles. If you tap more and more, you can see more of this profile. Obviously this is a Nezuko silhouette that can be unlocked. And I think this is Zenitsu, and this is I can't remember his name, but yeah, even Tanjiro has various forms. He has this form, he has this form, and then finally other forms as well. So all these forms can be unlocked, and aside from these 11 characters, there are other characters that are not obtainable from a protagonist perspective, but they are featured in the bracelet as enemies. So the demon that we documented earlier, that would count as a documentation as well. So I think I'll change the format of my usual documentation. I will have to include some of these enemies as part of my documentation project, because I need to document every single sprite that is featured on all these devices. But why did I move out of Codex? Let's go back to Codex. Usually I will go through the profile because I like to explore and read that profile. These are all content that's available on this app, and we shouldn't waste it, right? Why waste good content? So interestingly, so as you load more, you can actually get more Tanjiros, and you can have multiple Tanjiro, but that's not the point. The point is to get more of the other characters as well. But let's see. Tanjiro Kamado, this is his profile. A kind-hearted boy who loves his family, Tanjiro joins the Demon Slayer Corps in order to turn his sister Nezuko, who has become a demon, back into human, as well as to avenge the death of his family by hunting down the demon who killed them. He has an acute sense of smell, which enables him to identify the weak spots in demons or other opponents he battles. I wonder if the next phase of Tanjiro gives us a different profile, like an evolution. So basically when it moves on to the next phase, they give a different description of Tanjiro in that phase. That would be really cool. So we'll see that when I move on to do the Demon Slayer series as well. So I'll have that 01 and I have 02 because I bought the other BEMemory. So Rengoku, respect. Anyway, aside from Codex, the reason why on the left I'm repeatedly loading multiple Tanjiros is also because there is another feature on the Vital Bracelet Arena app that is quite important. It's the adventure mode. So in the adventure mode, you can actually send characters out on an adventure. So I don't know why my mouth is getting dry. So as you can see, I only have one character, so I can depart only with one. And if I depart with one, I can depart on a 12 or 24 hour adventure, but in this case, departing on a 12-hour adventure with one character will reap you very little reward. So I want at least 4 characters, and of course if you have 4 characters, even at this phase 3 level, such an adventure would yield somewhat interesting rewards. So the rewards, usually I have a specific video on the type of rewards you can get on adventure, but in general they give you stats increases. So you can see here you get some vital drinks, so it varies depending on whether it's a 12-hour or 24-hour adventure that you get different items. Of course, the longer the better the item. Generally that's the idea, but for specifics you can refer to the different video YouTube shorts that I have on adventure mode. But these are the various items I've gathered from my Digimon side of things, but these stats are also applicable to our Tanjiro here. So in other words, I can actually give my Tanjiro an item here, which can be given by going to assign and holding on to Tanjiro and then selecting items, and I can just give him, and he will increase in his vital values, he can increase in his HP that I wanted to raise, and he can increase in his AP consequently as well. So here you go. For example, I want to increase his vital values, I can just give it, boom, his vital values go up. This is very convenient, especially if you don't have time to gain all those vital values. This is especially useful when you need more vital values for him. And the stats, I can just give him one shot of this drink and his stats will go up. So any of these bar, it's like a protein bar in that sense, and his stats of HP or AP or BP will go up accordingly. So that's extremely useful. And of course, this is also the place where you send that character back onto the bracelet. You can send this character back to a Vital Bracelet, okay, and then you'll go to this familiar screen where you go to your Vital Bracelet and go to that connection, I think it's called connect, and then app log link again, and then you just click check card and then you'll be able to transfer it back, but I'm not going to do that now. But in short, yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the features that you have on the Vital Bracelet. This is not meant to be a featuring of Vital Bracelet and Vital Bracelet Arena app thing, but I'm just sharing to those. I'm just bearing in mind that some of these some of the people who are watching this, who are fans of Demon Slayers, who are not familiar with this virtual pet concept or this Vital Bracelet, that you're wondering, hey, how does it work? So right, this app works as a complementary app to the Vital Bracelet. So it allows you more interesting features like raising their stats even through the app and then transferring it back. But your primary gameplay should be on the Vital Bracelet itself. But it also acts as a storage, so if you don't mind, I can just show you on the digital monster side. I have a lot more characters, in this case Digimon, that I've raised here as well. So here we have you can and you know, the repeated Tanjiros that I'm raising on, hatching on the bracelet that I'm just looping here, I'm able to transfer all of them into here as a storage as well. So as you can see, I can store a lot of characters. You know, it just keeps going. See, there's so many of them, right? But that's because for Digimon we have a lot more characters that we can raise. Okay, I have a whole army of Fenro Lugamon here. But yeah, there's a lot of characters to explore because there were so many BE memories for Digimon that's been released. And slightly different here is that the codex for each Digimon BE memory, or DIM in this case, they call it the Digimon Identified Memory. They have a roster of about 22 to 23 characters, usually about 23. So you can see it's a huge roster, and there's some evolution lines that crisscross all over the place. Very different from the Tanjiro Codex that we saw earlier, where there's only 11 characters. That's the reason why I say I might have to change the format when I move into the Demon Slayer side, because a lot of rich content is hidden behind the unobtainable characters, namely the enemies, right, that you're fighting. They want to flesh out the enemies to be as true to the anime as possible, so they have given the enemies sprite animations as well. But unfortunately, that means that you can't really raise the enemies, so because otherwise then you're not really on the protagonist side, right? So the enemies will be featured in battles, but they are not obtainable. So I will probably plan to document this in my series when I cover the Demon Slayer BEMemory as well. So we'll be getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, that's it for now. This is just the unboxing of the Demon Slayer set. I will document the Demon Slayer series. I will always cover this content, and I'm treating it like a virtual pet. Hope you're not offended by this, but yeah, I'm raising my own Tanjiro and Nezuko and the fellow Hashiras that are featured in 01 and accordingly on 02 when it arrives. But I'll be doing it right after I finish up on my Digimon content, right? I have those 3 BE memories that I plan to finish. I will just segue into Demon Slayer and then cover the Digimon Frontier again. So Digimon is still my main staple, and so if you are a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, then you've come to the right channel. Go ahead and slash the like and subscribe button with Tanjiro's blade and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I document every single virtual pet and Digimon that I raise, and I upload at least twice a week. If you are just here for Demon Slayer content, welcome. I hope you look forward to my Demon Slayer series that will be coming in a few months time, probably in July or August, around there, because that is the estimated amount of time I have to cover my Digimon Pendulum series. I hope I've interested you in I've intrigued you in some virtual pet or Digimon content. If you're interested, check out my other videos. These are all the videos I have. I document all the virtual pets that I raise. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.